What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to go through another technical analysis for you guys today, break something down, and hopefully you can find a good spot to get in and invest into this. Now, a lot of people have mentioned ZOM to me, ZOM. They wanted me to break this down and give you some good points when you could buy, if you should buy, if you should even make the decision to get into it. But we're going to get into this in a little bit. Before I start, please hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. Also, check out some of the links down below. I have a link to Webull where you can get free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100. That's also the platform that I'm using in this video. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out that link. Also, check out some of the credit card links down below. So ZOM is very interesting. I tried to look into some detail for this, and looking at the chart, breaking it down by, I believe this is 3 months, you can see that it has some really positive movement here. And this is what people love to see, is positive movement, especially it being above the 200 EMA is something that really tells you that it's a buy. You know, you should be buying it. You should be looking at it as a plus, as a positive. So as you look through this, the first couple of days, weeks, all of these days, it really just has a couple of big pops, starting at 11 cents. Moving all the way up until it gets to this pop right around January the 4th. It seemed like there was a lot of activity in January to where a lot of different stocks, different positions, different investments decided to increase in price by a lot. Now, I don't think this is a coincidence. I just think there's a lot of movement in the market and people are getting really excited about lower price stocks. So when you look at this, it did increase up to about 50 cents and then it started to flatten out for a couple of days, which means that it didn't have as much interest, didn't have as much volume. But then through a couple of days, you can see it increase a lot. Like right here, 120 million shares were sold back and forth, basically bought and sold. And then you look at this gap up, you have a large increase over this time period, which does show a lot. You're gonna see this increase to where it is rejecting a couple of times, basically at that $1 all the way down here, which is $1.40. It's rejecting a couple of times throughout this. The good thing about this is you do see the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA separating, which is a good thing, which means that it's going to start, the price is going to start to increase, it's going to start to skyrocket. So get in there while you can. And a couple of people did, they continued to buy, continued to hold, and they had that price go all the way up to about 150, right? And the reason why I dropped down, any price that goes up, it does sell off. That's just common knowledge. So you go through these days, it looks like it's rejecting. It does gap up, but it is rejecting somewhere around that 140 mark and then ends up selling off again and then rejects again, sells off again. But what's good is you do see this little W here, even a 3 point. So this is kind of an ascending level of support here, right? Because you have 3 touch points, I guess maybe 3 touch points, probably 2 touch points here. But you do see that W, which is a indicator to say that the price is going to skyrocket, which is an ascending level. So you do see these prices, the EMA and you see the MA, both come into play here. They start connecting. But the fact that it is still above the 200 EMA means that it could still be a buy. So as we started to go through this day, which was, I believe, Thursday and Friday, it really pushed up and gained a total of 27% on Friday. And a big percentage on Thursday as well. So if we go into one day and we break this down, let's actually show 5 days. So we show 5 days here. The last couple of days, you've seen that it was flat for basically Monday through Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday both look pretty good. Have a good number of volatility throughout. You are separated from the EMA, the 200 EMA and the 50 SMA. You do have this price increase here where it was rejecting maybe a couple of times, has 2 touch points, but then ends up closing pretty high, right? Now in the post market, you're going to see that it did come down a little bit in the post and pre-market, which during the end of the pre-market, something happened where volume just spiked and maybe it was a bunch of news where people were like, hey, get into the stock. So they did get into it and then it ended up staying around flat for that day. It started, I believe it opened pretty low. So it opened around here, but the overall look of it looks flat. So once you had that price increase, after this, it pretty much was flat. So when I look at this, what do I see? I see something that's a solid grower. Even though it did get overbought at this point, it didn't, taper off. It pretty much, yes, it did sell off, which it happens for anything that goes up. but you did see it come back and make a smooth recovery to where it was pretty much break even and closed at 27%. So I expect a lot of people to be interested in this position and really invest here. Even the analysts that come through here are saying 100% buy. This is a buy because it's pushing above that 200 EMA line, and it just looks like a solid position, especially since it is holding. It's not anything that's dropping down significantly. Yes, you do have that sell-off, but it's not dropping down significantly, which means it's holding its price. There are a number of buyers, a number of sellers that are keeping that price afloat. Now, do I see it going crazy high? I don't expect it to keep gaining 20, 30, 40, 50%. I expect it to, gain 10% here, 15% there, and you might have a couple of spikes here and there. Who knows? With all of the attention that may be on ZOM, which I've seen a number of people talk about it in my chats, it looks like you could have quite a bit of a spike towards the beginning of the day on Monday, on Tuesday, one of these days next week. But I don't expect spikes every single day. So this is definitely an interesting buy. I would say that it is a buy. You can put some money into it, especially being at a low price at $1.91. It'll be a little bit lower. I believe it closed at 2% down. So it does look like a good situation to get into. Make sure that you make your own decisions when it comes to this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is merely just my opinion. And I'm just a guy on YouTube. So please weigh your options. Don't throw all your money in here thinking that it is going to grow. Throw a little bit of money if you want and see what the impact will be. So hopefully you enjoyed this analysis. If you did, please hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Now, this is the platform that I'm using, Webull. If you're interested in this platform, it is an amazing platform. Also, check out some of the credit card links that are down below. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video.